In 2015, traffic crashes in our area went up nearly 20%, and there's little doubt that many of those crashes were due to distracted driving. Fortunately, there are things that you can do to protect yourself, and today we have Jody and Jeanette here to tell us a little bit more about it from Stutes and Lavergne. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Well, I know everyone that drives to work every day sees those bad drivers on the road, and that's kind of the people that you're working to protect at Stutes and Lavergne. What type of law do you practice there?
That's absolutely right. What we do at Stutes and Lavergne is we are a personal injury law firm. If someone's been injured either at work or because of someone else's fault, we help them put those pieces back together to get back on track.
And why is it so important that someone contact a lawyer after they've had an accident? What is it that you can do to help them?
Well, we always tell our clients that there are a lot of things that you might not anticipate at first when you get into a wreck or you're injured. And we always tell clients our job is to just make sure that the only thing you have to do is just get better. Go to the doctor, do what the doctor says, and we can take care of everything else, from making sure that the insurance company treats you fairly to also making sure that every single item of everything you need is taken care of the right way, promptly, correctly.
And are those things that most people can't handle on their own? Why should they call a lawyer?
Well, sometimes people can handle the first parts of those things on their own, but this is what we do. We're experts at it. It doesn't make us nervous. We enjoy it, and we really want to help people. When we started this firm 11 years ago, that was our main goal, to try to help people. We live in this community. Our kids go to school in this community. We're local. We help local people, but we also have the expertise to help people elsewhere. What we can do is provide people someone on their side. You know, the well-settled law in this state, numerous courts have called insurance companies professional defenders of lawsuits. So when those insurance companies are dealing with people who do not have a lawyer, that's not a level playing field. We can step in and be on their side to make sure they get what they need and provide the kind of resources to get them what they need, whether it's to fix their car or get them the medical treatment they need.
Because you know the other side is going to have a lawyer, so you need to make sure you're represented.
Absolutely.
As well.
They have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of lawyers that represent insurance companies. The moment sometimes insurance companies tell people you don't need a lawyer, when they're saying that, at that moment they have tens of thousands of lawyers on their side, and we're just trying to make it a level playing field just to help people get back to where they were.
All right, and Jeanette, you've got some tips for those folks that may unfortunately get into an accident out there. I'm not sure I know exactly what to do. Should you always call the police, or if it's just a little fender bender, are you okay just walking away and calling your insurance company?
Well, our advice is to go ahead and first, of course, get to a safe place, make sure that you're out of harm's way, and then, yes, go ahead and call the police, make sure that everything is properly documented, and that's for two reasons. First, you don't always know exactly what's going to happen down the line. Sometimes people find out that they're injured days later after the adrenaline has worn off. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it can become very hard to document property damage and make that claim with an insurance company without the documentation of a crash report from the police.
That's true, because sometimes you don't realize you're hurt till later, or maybe you think what was just a little fender bender may have caused more damage to your car than you realized at the time. Because you're right, the adrenaline is pumping, and you may not be thinking exactly clearly. Is it worth it to take a few pictures, if you can, of the accident scene or of your vehicle, the other person's vehicle? Yes,
and basically what we always go by is the more documentation, the better. It's not going to hurt to make sure that everything's properly documented.
And that helps you in the long run to fight that case if you need to. All right, you offer a free consultation, so there's really no reason not to call if you have a problem.
That's absolutely correct. We meet with people all the time. I don't care if it takes me an hour or 2 hours to talk them through their situation and see what they need. Sometimes there's nothing we can do to help, but more often than not, much more often than not, we can get involved immediately, take the burden off their shoulders, let them breathe a sigh of relief as they leave our office, and make sure everything's done right for them.
All right, we hope you never need it, but if you are in an accident or you are injured, we encourage you to give them a call at Stutes and Lavergne and let them kind of fight that battle for you, take some of that weight off your shoulders, as you said. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Well, up next, Ben Terry has our afternoon forecast.